Hey guys, it's Phantom Sex Center here, back again with another Phantom Sex Center video. Take a sip of this coffee. I'm trying to whisper because I don't want to speak too loud. Not just because the people in my house are sleeping, but because I just woke up from a not even 20-minute nap. I tried to make it 20 minutes, but it was bugging me that I had to do my Casey video, and I also want to do another Casey Jones, 2012 TMNT one, and I'll see what I can do. I won't do a Christmas version, but can we just... I saved this for Casey Jones reference so I can learn how to draw him, and sometimes I thought this shirt was non-existent. I thought as a kid, when I was watching TMNT, I thought this was the Mandela effect. Basically, it creates a fake memory that's called the Mandela effect. Basically, if you remember a Boots popsicle, kind of like the Spider-Man Sonic, and that didn't exist, it never existed. I remember getting one of those. That's called the Mandela effect. I thought the Mandela effect created a memory where Casey Jones was wearing a shirt like that. And it's an actual thing. I feel like an idiot. But anyway, getting back to my normal intro, take another sip of this coffee. Today I bring you Christmas shopping with Casey Jr., featured other voices with the TMNT crew like Mikey, Donnie, etc., and future Leo, maybe a little bit of Cassandra and April. And my Instagram, Discord link server, wattpad, and songs that I use will all be in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the video. Finally back. Took me a little while to get back because I was getting water. Hydration is important. Please, if you haven't drank any water and you've been drinking soda or juice all day, go get some water. Water is important. Make sure to drink at least 3-4 water bottles a day if you want. But anyway, it was getting near Christmas, even though Christmas is 10 days away. 15, I don't know. I think 15 days away. Yeah, doing the math, yeah. 15 days away. You and Casey, yes, you guys were lovebirds, and Casey texted you and he said, hey, my little cherry blossom, if you wouldn't mind, could we do something called Christmas shopping? I was thinking about giving Master Leonardo something. If that's okay with you, heart. Of course, you had to say yes to that little bean. So, you guys went to Target. Just yes. We ain't going to crackhead Walmart. So, he got there before you guys go straight to Target. He got there. He saw that you guys were matching sweaters. Just yes. Let's say yours said, I'm a cherry blossom and I belong to. Then it pointed an arrow and it said, me. I'm another cherry blossom. So basically, if you got lost, and he thought you wouldn't wear the sweater, but he wore it anyway. So when he got there and you opened the door to see you wearing the sweater he made, actually, headcanon time here. Future Leo, he knows how to knit because spending his time during when the Krang attacked and he was in his hideout, he learned how to knit because all of his brothers did some sort of activity, and let's say all of them randomly started to knit because of Master Splinter. They thought it would be a good idea to spend some of their time knitting instead of playing video games. That's where he got it from. And then Leo passed it down to him. And he let out a small gasp, take a sip of his coffee. You actually wore the sweater. You nod and say, why wouldn't I? It's handmade, cozy, and not one of those itchy grandma sweaters. He has this cute little sparkly eyes with them rosy cheeks. And he says, well, shall we? And you say, of course. You guys walk to Target. He's holding your hand the whole time because he is Bean. He needs just yes. He Bean. You guys get to Target and he's like, so what shall we get first? What do you think Donnie likes? And you say, well, of course he loves technology. I would say maybe it's a classic, but flying drone. He chuckled and said, doesn't he already make those? You shrugged and said, technically it is for kids. I could see his little happy stems, quote unquote, coming out, just spicing him or wrapping it. Or we could get him, what? A robotic dinosaur? He says, both? You two look at each other and shrugged. Well, next off is Mikey. We all know he loves art. Damn, you guys added a ton of stuff when it came to Mikey. Not because he's the favorite child. We all know, like, okay, top of the list, Leo and Donnie are overrated when it comes to Rise, TMNT. But Mikey has to be the third overrated one because of his, like, when it was revealed that he was the artist of the group. That's when the artists were like, I love Mikey. I'm an artist, but I don't really like Mikey. Not saying that I hate him. He's on my simp and relate list. So I kind of kin him. So he said, I'm thinking about like some sketchbooks, new paint, of course, and how about some watermarkers? Okay, why did I say watermarkers? But go with it. Water. Why does it sound like I'm smacking my lips? And then I came down to Leo's actually last. Hold on. Came down to Raph, and you two immediately said to each other, jinxing, big teddy bear. You two chuckled. And there we go. He's gonna love that. Actually, he blushed and said, here. One for you too. When I'm not over and I'm busy with missions with Sensei, you could, cuddle them. The little stims. And you said, oh, Casey, you didn't even have to. Shoo. It's for you. I'm telling you, when I say that man spoils you, that man spoils you. He's like the one who would do anything, buy anything for you. He's not the kind of he is the fanboy, but not the fanboy who would literally get down on his knees, you know what I mean? And then, okay, hear me out about this. Basically, okay, so Casey's hair originally looks like this, right? It was just like down, like normal. And then when it came to like Sensei, Leonardo, he actually put his hair up, and this is how it looks like. I didn't want to like, say, oh, he tied his hair up without you guys knowing what it looked like. Just hear me out. He looks adorable. Or actually, it could actually be like this too, just whatever you prefer. Alright, now it all comes down to Sensei and Leo. Let's say when Casey went through the portal, he pulled oh god, I almost said Master Leonardo. I'm so used to saying that. Let's say he pulled Leo in with him because he didn't want him to die, and then he actually came to the universe with him. So yeah, this is kind of my universe. Please Don't judge me. But anyway, he was looking at some like things alone, and you were just seeing that like kind of, okay, he's already kind-hearted, but that kind of like touchy side of him. So he was looking at candles, and he was looking at two. One was scented blueberry, and the other one was scented violet. I would either think future Leo would like violet, or he would like the scent of what's it called again? Jasmines. Oh, those are beautiful. So he was looking at those, and he says, I'll get one of each. How about that? He smiled to himself, and you were just records. Just a little spy. You're a cute little spy, like a hamster. And he was just looking at stuff like he looked like a grown man. And so he looked at some flowers, and he was like, alright, so blue ones are for Leo, jasmines and violets are for Sensei. Oh, Master Splinter too, can't forget about that. Roses and daisies, right? Huh? Cherry Blossom? He looked over the corner. He stopped recording and said, Huh? Were you recording me? He started to blush, and you say, No, not at all. Cherry Blossom, tell me the truth. He cupped your face gently, just not in a like, okay, maybe in a romantic way, but not in a way like he was going to kiss you, but like he wanted you to tell the truth, and that was the only way he could get you to tell the truth. By cupping your face, or maybe like nibbling on your cheek until you get annoyed. And you say, fine, I was recording you because I thought you looked so, you're not irresponsible, but I thought you looked so, mature and responsible, and just, I thought what it would be like in the future, He smiled. He was a complete tomato, and he said, thank you, Cherry Blossom. I think he would call you Cherry Blossom. Okay, so like, I don't judge by looks, or neither do I assume by looks, but I think by the years, future Leo or middle-aged Leo would start getting to know about his culture a lot more and why he uses katanas. I'm not saying that katanas are oh god, I forgot the word, but I'm not saying that they originated in Japan. I think they originated in Japan or somewhere around there, but as he was getting to know there, he got into Japanese, Korean, or whatever culture you want to assume or want to think. I'm not saying you want to assume anything. So he got into that, and so basically when Casey Jr. was born, he kind of learned with Leo and got into Japanese culture too. So basically, dumplings, just food, okay? But anyway, just out of the head canyons once again. I was getting off topic. But sometimes, let me explain to you guys, I have to add these kind of, little shares with you in the videos because it gives me ideas along the way as I'm talking. So I won't make the video very, very short because I want to give you something to crunch on, to munch on as you're listening, taking a sip of this coffee. Get what I'm saying? Now anyway, before the sun rises because I can see it, but it's a little foggy. But anyway, you guys went over to the souvenir section, and you questioned Casey, what are we doing in the plates aisle? And he says, well, okay, so I never really explained it to you very well. but I kind of grew up with Japanese culture around me. So I'm deciding to get Sensei and Master Splinter some ramen bowls. So just to eat ramen. And maybe we can make a new recipe together for the other generations to make. He gently places his hand on your cheek, and you get the signal, and you say, "Oh, I see." But just making it clear, I got a comment like this before. So someone said, "Can you please make a Casey Jr. ex-listener where listeners, pregio?" And I was like, ooh. I mean, I could do period comforts with gender neutral listener, but like you being pregio? No. That's a big red flag, because people are going to think, oh, so listener's been a female the whole time. No. I mean, you guys can adopt. But pregio is a no-go. I'm sorry. And you say, so, we're adopting one? You rose your eyebrow, and you red tomato once again. You said, maybe. Let's save that for future decisions. You looked at his little man bun. I love calling it man buns. My mom called it a faggot bun once, and I got so pissed. And you say, you should maybe tie your hair up more often. It's cute. He said, thanks. I like it when your hair is up, down, half and half, braided. And anyway, you just look adorable in any way. He kissed your forehead. Y'all blushing like little kids. Okay, coming down to the snacks. So basically you guys had two different separate cards. So basically Casey took care of like the gifts and you took care of the snacks, because you knew a lot more than him. Since let's say it's been about a year since he got back into that generation. So you both went down to the snack aisles and you say, well, time for the snacks. And then he looked at you, grabbing all that chocolate, and says, what's the chocolate for? And you say, okay, so there's this thing we like to do that me and my parent, your parent, used to do. So they're called little chocolate bombs. They're like bath bombs, but instead edible. So basically, when you make them hollow, and then you place cocoa powder inside of them with marshmallows. You place them inside hot milk, and it melts, and it's delicious. Oh, can we try doing that? You nod. Marshmallows, chocolate molds, candy canes, whipped cream. That's just like you grabbing all the things. And then Casey comes over to you with like cute little sparkly puppy eyes, and he was holding his favorite snacks, and he says, cherry blossom? You look over at him and say, yeah, oh, please, pretty please. Okay, put him in the cart. Yes. You look like a little kid whose mom who just said, you can get that. And then it went down to the drinks. Okay. I never really, I did have eggnog like once. It's terrible, but like eggnog without the eggs is superior. So you were getting the things to make nog. Let's just call it nog at this point. You got a few drinks, and of course, you and Casey, I'm not gonna lie, even though he may be a gentle boy, there's that part of him, he's like a 50-50. He's 2012 Casey Jones and Rise Casey Jones at the same time. So he's a 50-50. And when he saw Red Bull and Monster Energy, and he was like, Cherry Blossom? Yes? Look. Get him now. And you just dump him into the cart. Like 6 packs. And then y'all got soda and more drinks because drinks are superior. And y'all went to pay and y'all ran away. And you guys went back to the house and started wrapping up the gifts. And you said, today was the best day ever. You know, to end off this day, could we, he did little shy fingers, could we cuddle? Mini cuddle session? You said, Casey, we sometimes live with each other. Why wouldn't I say yes? And then he remembers, oh. Okay, hear me out. He kind of looks like Eddie a little bit. So just go with the flow of what I'm gonna say. Oh, chingon. Yes. Half Mexican, Casey? Anyway. And you were like, you guys decorated the place. Yes. Fluffball was just on Casey's shoulder the whole time because Fluffball loves both of you. You're just Fluffball parents. Oh man, I can see this, like Donnie giving Fluffball like small experiments, and then he makes Fluffball talk. Oh my god. After you guys were done like decorating the place, you sit down and you impressively, you can knit. You were knitting a small little turtle. And he says, oh, you can knit? And you say, yes. What are you knitting? Just curious child vibes. You say, a small turtle. Can I watch? And you say, of course, lean in close, I'll teach you. Just like, he just watching you look so close to all the details when you're making that small little turtle. Let me show you actually. Sadly, it wasn't in my gallery anymore. I had to go on an app and find it. Not on Pinterest, but app. I'm not gonna name it. My contacts. And there's the turtle. And you said it was absolutely adorable. And he loves it. And you say, this is actually for you, dummy. It ain't much, but it's supposed to be like a repay for the big fluffy teddy bear that you gave me. And he says, really? You think this isn't much? It's so cute and snuggly. He squished it to death. And just say, oh, if that was a real turtle, it would have went. He did a small dead face. His jaw dropped and said, how dare you say that? Cuddle attack. And you say, Casey, next time warn me when you do a cuddle attack. Smooch attack. Come on. It's a little surprise. Okay, now you two are close. So, yeah. And then, you know, he's just like, he's just gonna give you a small kiss because you guys are already dating for almost a year now. So, why not? Gives you a small respectful kiss. You blushed and you say, oh, gentleman, I see. He says, shush. Come on. He picks you up bridal style. He's strong. Woo. Casey. Oh, shush. You know I can do this. Takes you to your room. And both of you lay down and cuddle. Best day ever with you. I hope we can do this more often. Of course, why not? You kiss his forehead. Night, little cherry blossom. Night, Casey. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're very close to 4K subscribers. I was hoping to get to 5K at the end of the year or New Year's. I hope so, because like in 2023 I'm going to try to reach 10K, if that's possible even. But anyway, my Instagram, Discord link server, wattpad, and the songs that I use will all be in the description below. I know it was a little messy in this video, but I was just like taking my hyperness or silliness out on the video, which is good. I basically made it interesting, question mark. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If I had time, I do have time, but it would be like a really short video. I want to do a 2012 Casey Jones. If you guys want me to do a 2012 Casey Jones one, please comment what it should be. I'm kind of thinking like you guys hanging out outside, and you guys have this hangout kind of like Craig of the Creek. It's a small creek. You guys have your like own little snack shop. It's not a shop, but your like little snack house and everything. You'll hear me out when the video comes out, and I'll maybe explain it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.